Talvex, world takeover plan revealed by our biblical enemies. It's been forever since. This plan is just not today in 2024. It's been, and it looks like it's coming to a crescendo. But, 19 seconds in, I don't give anything. This is my third video today. But I had to do it. They make me do it. Because it feels my job. We got new people on, whatever. Some people that may watch this, my channel a little bit, they think that the Caucasians, because they're the same, the JS people, the Jewish people, they're the same as the regular white people. The Indo-Europeans, they're the same. They're not the original. Negroes are the original of everything. And peoples of the world. And, we must expose. Now we're coming to the end of this world system. Everything hitting is coming to the forefront. Here at Hebron Island 2, when I get it, I'm going to expose it to you. I'm going to share it with you. So there's two parts in this video I'm going to show you. And it's what I've been saying all along. But I want you to hear the plan. And then you're going to see it's all connected to this things that they want to give you in here and everything. And it's the plan. But they don't realize that the true stars of the Most High World movie is the Negro, who only suffers the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26 and nobody else. The whole world is going to be in shock when they say it's it. So we just wait. We're in a minute, 52 minutes. Let's give like 4 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Nobody comes on. It'll just be me and myself and I. Had to go get my trusty sword, the Tanakh. I had to go get that. So, we got 2 minutes 49 seconds, 2 minutes 50 seconds. We'll give it like 7 minutes. Again, I don't make notifications. Nobody knows I'm coming on, and I know everybody's busy. This is not going to be a long video at all. I'm just going to show 2 clips, two clips from the same YouTube guy. And listen, this guy is not a Hebrew Israelite. He kind of says he is, whatever. But hey, he gives great historical. He's a great historian. Reveals true history. So I'm for him, 100%. Whether he's an Israelite or not, I'm for him. And he does good work. So I'm going to be going over 2 segments in his video because, I try to put on my video, like if you look at my video catalog, I got everything basically A to Z. If you want to fear the Most High, keep His commandments, know what's popping, know what is required, know all the lies, know who's the enemy, know what to do, how to change, what to fix, it's all on my channel. There's a lot of videos I have. So I wanted to just add this one to the mix. So we're at 4 minutes, 19, 20 seconds. Like I said, we'll give them to like 7 minutes because nobody knows that I'm coming on. I did 2 videos today, so people are like, yeah, he ain't coming back. I did 2. Probably come back on next week. Surprise! I'm back on the same day. But this one I had to put on. I was going to wait. I'm like, why wait? Just put it on and then I'll take a break. But this one had to, so I had to put my shirt back on. It's warm in here. If I put the fan on, you won't be able to hear. Excuse me. We're at 5 minutes, so 2 more minutes, that's it. And it'll just be me, myself, and I, and you guys when I upload later. This is our biblical enemies plan in a nutshell from past. And he's been working on it all this time. We're in 2024. You know, you got the WHO, the World Health Organization, and all the, it's all one. It's all together. They're part of the plan. And when you hear them out of their own mouth, you know it should click. You should say, yeah, it is these guys. But people that watch my channel, we know it's these apex heathens. Goofy as the day is long. It's crazy this. I'm gonna hold my one comment until I actually start. I'm gonna ramble off. I'm gonna ramble out of my coconut because I have it in my coconut. I don't have to open it up. I'm gonna get right to the two clips and call it a night. And after you see this, you know, like you'd be like, come on, stop it already. All right, we're at 6 minutes, 15 seconds. I'm starting at 7 minutes. Nobody's on. It'll just be me and you. We will start. Definitely. I'm giving it to you in a nutshell. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm keeping my promise. Listen, I'm giving it to you in a nutshell. What the plan of our biblical enemies have been since long, long ago, even up to 2024. And as you can see how the world is going, their plan is working. But it's going to fail. Here at Hebron Island too, I'm telling you, Israelite, Torah Tanakh Israelite, and you, heathen Gentile imposter, you are the Jews, because the Jews don't serve the Most High from our history and law book. Messianics, Christians, and some Torah don't. They think that we're the same. You're copying us. Copying is the best flattery, but you didn't even copy correct because you believe in a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Rashi and Robenthal when it comes to the Tefillin. I know who you are. And the scriptures reveal who you are. You got some of these guys on commercials that say, Genesis 10, where it says Japheth, he had many demon sons, Magog, Gog, Tubal Almighty, and Gomer. And then Gomer had a whole bunch of sons, evil as the day is short. One of them is Ashkenaz. Oh, we didn't get, and these are the isles of the Gentiles. No. We're not Gentiles. And we just got the name from Ashkenaz because we went down from in Russia, somewhere where we were at, in the Caucasus Mountains, and we went into the Rhine, and that's the name that is associated, so we just took it. But that's not us. They are liars like crazy. Who is this? Danny Armstrong, long time no see. Purely becoming one. Listen, I just started, and I'm gonna just continue to start. So it's gonna be me and you. We're not waiting any longer. Anybody that comes in can watch it in the upload later. This is my third video today. I want to make it quick. And you know, my videos, my notes, my videos. And guess what? We're living in the last days. Everything, son of Yah, Tav X, purity becoming one, purity becoming one. You know, this is my third video today. So if you guys haven't watched my other two videos today, when this is uploaded, if you have time, watch it tomorrow, whatever you got to do. But anyway, listen, this is what's going on. I'm giving you our biblical enemies plan in the nutshell, which they have been enacting it, completing all the little small parts of it from way back then until right now, 2024. You see the WHO World Organizations and the thing they want to put in your arm and all this is all a part of their plan. They tell you they don't control anything. That's a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. They do. They're going to tell you, the founder of this plan is going to tell you right out of his mouth. They're the Bible. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. JD Israel's in the house. You know, I did a couple videos today. This is my last one for today. I'm sharing with the Israelites the plan of our biblical enemies. Everything that was hidden is coming to the light. I've talked about this in a sense on some other videos in the past, but this is like real more thorough. This is like in the nutshell. So I said, let me put it on, even though I did 2 videos earlier today. Listen, our biblical enemies are the devil that the Bible. look up to the hills. Okay, we're already at almost 11 minutes. I started this video at 7 minutes, but you know, I'm respecting. You know what? I'm gonna wait another minute and see if anybody else pops up. Anybody else pops up, then I'll start. If not, I'll start definitely. Anyway, the video is called "The Plan of Our Biblical Enemies" in a nutshell, and I'm gonna give it to you here. I did 2 videos today. I didn't even want to do another video. But I said, nah, this got to go out. Even though I got similar type of videos on my channel log already, but not like this straight to the point. So anybody, any Jewish person or somebody Christian is saying, you're not, just show them this video or explain it to them. Whatever you have to say. Listen, this is all a hoax. You know what the devil definition is deceiver. That's what they have done. They deceived the whole world, lied about everything. All history's a lie. I'm going to give you another big lie section that they tell the world that everybody has compassion for, and it's all been a lie. Oh, how dare you say, I'm going to show you, and you have it. Put it on a favor. So anybody say, oh, you already talking about that? Say, hey, that old Negro guy that's very in shape in the Dominican Republic just showed me that 6 million things are all bullshit. Not because I said it. Newspaper, periodicals, main ones all over the world are going to show you. They've been saying it for a long time. I'm telling you that the devil that the Bible speaks of lies. Their fathers, they have inherited lies from their fathers. Where are the people? Where are the people? All right, listen, I'm going to start now. Listen. In Zechariah 2, the Most High said, we are the apple of his eye. You know, the Most High is the creator. He's created all this beautiful and phenomenal stuff that you can't even put your mind around. Do you think he's going to take the most goofiest people, corny looking, goofy, weak ass looking people, and make them the star of his world movie? Come on now. Come on now. Just look at him. Please, it's craziness. You know, the Negroes are the salt of the earth. We bring the flavor to the earth. Everybody copies everything. And guess what? Copying is the best flattery. Copying is, imitation is the best flattery. But they didn't even imitate us correctly because they don't believe how we believe. That's why here at Hebron Island too, just like I don't say shalom. Not there's nothing wrong with saying shalom, but you know, I say ta'vex because we need purity. Once I didn't ask Israelites and they'll say, hey, are you peaceful? Is your family peaceful? How you feel? Peaceful? No, he said, are you pure? Because that's all I can accept. Are you striving for purity? So, you know, the Most High, you think he's going to pick somebody like that? All the major inventions come from Negroes. It's a lie. Everything you were told, you're brainwashed in school. I know it sounds like a conspiracy, sounds very hard to believe, but it is what it is. And they know that, so they know you won't believe me coming on you, me telling you that it's a lie. Negro types inhabit the earth in every country. We're the Europeans, we're the Asians, we're the South Islanders, we're this, we're the Alaskans, we're the Indians, we're the, you know, everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. Even mathematics, some of it's a lie. Science is a lie. Gravity. not gravity, it's density and electromagnetism. It's the Archimedes principle. Density is that's principle, that's law. Gravity is a theory. I'm telling you, everything's a lie. You're here on Island 2, I'm revealing it to you, sharing it with you. That's why I'm making a third video today, because you need to see it. And I know some people are new, they haven't seen it. But this is how you break free. The truth will set you free. This is how you break free. Watch my videos. You're going to break free from this enslavement. It's the matrix, enslavement of your mind. Remember, Hitler said, you lie long enough, everybody's going to believe you. 6 million, 6 million. Get out of here with that shit. He's anti-Semitic. No. The 1828 Webster Noah Dictionary, the word Semitic, it's Afro-Asiatic. Niggas are the devil that the Bible speaks of. And you probably Google it, they changed it because they control everything. We don't control nothing. That's a lie. Because they have that plan, which I'm going to break down in a nutshell. It's based on the Isaiah 14, all over Isaiah and Daniel 7:27. And the kingdoms and the dominions and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven will be given to the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom will be an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions will serve and obey. That's what the lie their forefathers, goofy forefathers have told them. Demon, goofy forefathers have told them. Oh, we're not white. You're white people. You have 6 strands of DNA, which is one higher than a chimpanzee, and you call us monkeys. Negro types got 9 strands. Scientifically, genetically, I have the studies. You hide it, which you lie, because you're hiding yourself with stolen goods and stolen identities. We know who you are. You got commercials now running. Genesis chapter 10. That's not us. We're not Japheth. No, it doesn't matter whether it says Ashkenaz. We just took that name because it's that. Japheth had a whole bunch of demon sons. God, Magog, Tubal, Almighty, and Gomer. Gomer had demon sons. One of them named Ashkenaz. Oh, that's not us. We just took it because we moved from Russia or somewhere into the Rhine, Germany, and that's the name. That's similar. So that's what. But we're not in. That's far from the truth. They are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Amos 9:7, O you children of Israel, you are as the Ethiopians unto me. He's not saying, he's comparing us to his chosen people. They're not saltine cracker, caveman style, albino, SLC 24A5, zebrafish. They got zebrafish gene in them, animal gene. I'm telling you, they're clones. They're from the World Fair. Japheth cloned them niggas. Orphan trained babies, look it up. But they know you're not going to look nothing up. They know you're not going to study and read. That's why there's Hebrew on the island too, to help you niggas out. But anyway, it's just all lies. You know it all. They're not the people group. We can trace some people back to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. You have a law in fake Israel that if you do DNA tests, you go to jail. They tell you it's just lie upon lie upon lie. You just don't know because you're watching Netflix too much. But I know the Koheleth here knows it, though. Knows what's going on. You don't fit the Jewish people. You don't, and they are the Jews. I don't fight with them. You are the Jews. We're the ancient Hebrew Israelites. That's night and day. That's north and south, east and west. You're the Jews. Somebody who tried to imitate our culture, made it a religion, and screwed that up too, because you don't believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is one God. He's one. He says in Deuteronomy 32, he says, I am he and there's none with me. I kill, make alive, wound, and heal, none could be delivered from my hand. In Deuteronomy 32, he said, I guided him alone. There was no strange God by my side. But you Jews believe in a divine feminine and a divine masculine. You alter orthodox. You know, you hide us in your everyday prayers. Shh, don't tell the dummy sheep heathens. But you are the heathens. They call us the Goyim. No, you're the Goyim. You're from Japan. But I'm flattered you try to copy my culture. I can go on and on and on, but I won't because it's late night. And I'm going to just get to the proof, the pudding. Let's go to the pudding. All right, people. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This guy does excellent research. He's not a Hebrew, but he kind of says he is. But, I'm not going to be fighting none of that. Thing is, what's good is good. I'm not going to say something is bad because somebody else is doing it that's not a Hebrew. Remember, the Most High uses everybody, everything for his purpose and will. There's two sections. This section, this is the plan in a nutshell. This is what you see, everything going on. This is why you see all the wars or the destruction of the earth. Because they think the prophecies of Daniel 7:27 and all the prophecies in Isaiah and Jeremiah and Obadiah and all that, it's against us and it's for them. So they're trying to bring it up. And they're doing what I'm doing. I pray every day that the Most High speeds up every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, and come back and just destroy everything. So we can finally get in our kingdom. And that's what they think, that they are the people. And they're not. Let me open this up big. I'm going to show this little section, watch it, and then I'm going to show another little section. We'll call it quits.
It was called Israel's Sacred Terrorism. It was written by a man called Olivia Rakash, and it's based on the memoirs of Moshe Sharett, former Prime Minister of Israel, and it basically outlines the 1978 invasion of Lebanon to a T. It's exactly what they did, and it's kind of a smaller, condensed version of this Yinon plan. And the Yinon plan was also outlined by, way back as far as Theodore Herzl. I mean, this has been going on for a long time.
Scenario is borne out by none other than Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion, one of the great founders of Israel. Recorded in an astonishing article in Look magazine, Ben-Gurion predicted that a one-world system presided over by Jerusalem will be set up in the near future. All continents will become united in a world alliance at whose disposal will be an international police force. All armies will be abolished, and there will be no more war. In Jerusalem, the United Nations, a truly United Nations, will build a shrine of the prophets to serve the federated union of all continents. This will be the seat of the Supreme Court of mankind, to settle all controversies among the federated continents as prophesied by Isaiah.
Okay, you heard the plan. That plan is in the works. All the American presidents, America is a corporation. They own everything. Stop believing their lie that they don't. They control not just Hollywood, they control the World Bank, the World Health Organization. Hey, you need one of these. Because they want everything to crumble. This is what they're doing. They're crumbling to bring in their new world order. It ain't just Rothschilds and Richard Lee. It's our apex enemy to the real ancient Hebrew Israelites, which are only the negroes who've been scattered to the four corners of this flat earth, who only suffer the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. It's not them. They said, that dusty amusing part, Israel is not the real land. Remember, Israel is a people before a place. So, 19, whatever it was, who cares, 46, whatever. Most High puts us back there now. Ezekiel 38, he says, he's going to put you back in the land. And when you're back in the land, there will be no abominations in the land. They got Pink City, that's Fruity Pebble, moist and zesty people with rainbows parked under the rainbow, that in there. They got pig farms, they got usury, they got snuff films, they got adrenochrome, they got kidnapping, slavery, they got everything there. In Ezekiel 38, it says, when the Most High puts you back in the land, if you're the people, there's going to be no abominations in there. The whole land is filled with abominations, showing they don't fulfill prophecy. When you read Ezekiel, I think it's 11, I'm not too sure. I forget, I got a lot in the coconut. It says when he puts them back in the land, it's going to be a city of unwalled and ungated. They got tremendous Zombie Z 300-foot walls with attack drones, Belgian police dogs, landmines, scared to death that the Palestinians are going to blow themselves up on buses in their fake city. You don't fulfill prophecy. You don't fulfill prophecy. We can trace our people back all the way back from the beginning. I know how DNA works. Do you remember? I'm not just a Koheleth. I know about science. In order to say you're from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, outside of just the curses being the indicator of who you are, that's how we indicate ourselves. You're saying you can date back all the way to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Moses. Well, you would need the bones of them so you can take DNA hair samples of the patriarchs and then do it with yours. And then you get the match. Listen, they're the devil that the Bible speaks of. It is what it is. And this is their plan. You guys just keep saying New World Order, like President Bush, the father, said, and we're working for a New World Order. I just told you that's their plan. That's our arch enemy. That's why in their meetings here in America and around the world, you know what the WHO and all the JS people's big powerful organizations, they said Israel's biggest enemy is the Negro. We don't have a standing army. We don't have a government. We don't have the World Bank. We don't have the WHO, World Health Organization. We don't own Hollywood. We don't own Wall Street. We don't own the gold reserves. We don't own nothing. And we, little old we, are one of the biggest threats to Israel. Out of their own maps. I did videos on it. I'm not going to bother to put that up. You know why we're the threat? Come close, let me tell you. Come close, let me tell you. Come close, let me tell you. Come on, a little closer. Because the negroes are the true ancient Hebrew Israelites. That's why. They know it. The top ones, the brainwashed middle ones and low ones, they don't know shit. But the top ones do. And they're very religious. But religious on the left side with Satan. Hasatan. Who works for the Mosai? The Mosai is just, he's making a movie. You know, like these dumb goofies. I'm making them think that they're the Israelites. But my people are over here, and I haven't rejected them. And the whole world is going to be gripped in terror when they say, them niggers, them tar baby monkeys, for the people. Oh my God, look what we did to them for all these years. Yep, you're going to have to pay. What you did is coming to you. All right, so I don't want to keep you guys long. Let me get to this next part. I call it quits here. But I want to, let's put this to rest. Let's put this to rest. Anybody tells you, oh yeah, but you're lying because you're lying because we're the people. 6 million. Listen, we got world-renowned periodicals. You've been saying that 20 years before Hitler, and probably even longer. Stop it. Stop it. We're on to you. We don't care if all the churches still think you're the people. We don't care if Christians and regular people in the world, no, they're the Jews. And guess what? I agree with them. They are the Jews. But what I will add and tell them that the Negroes who only suffer the curse of Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26 are the only ancient Hebrew, Hebraite Israelites. No other people. We're the people of the book. They're the people of identity fraud. And they didn't even do a good job at it because they don't worship the Most High alone. Another secret I told you. I shared that Hebrew on the island too. All right, let's get to the 6 million thing and we'll call it quits. Save it on your computer. Tell it to anybody that hear it. If they ever bring that shit up to you, blast them with it. Tell them a new Yes from Israel said it. This channel. You're going to watch here a little bit, and it's going to start.
What we're dealing with here, like when you look at the whole Khazar Empire, that's who these people are. They're Khazars, and they've basically hijacked everything. They've infiltrated into Christianity, they've infiltrated into Judaism, they've probably even infiltrated into Islam.
Heroes don't kill people.
But I do. That's what the Israelites going to be doing.
Infiltrated into everything. This is where you've got Christian Zionists, you've got Jewish Zionists, you've got this whole sort of mottled empire that's sort of all over the world. It's infiltrated everywhere. And they're using basically what's outlined, the supremacist ideology that's outlined in the Jewish faith. They're using this to construct their New World Order. And these people believe they're the chosen people. These Khazars are more zealous about following these ideologies than the actual Jews are, but none of them actually believe in God. They're creating this whole tense situation everywhere to break everything up, to collapse everything, collapse all the economies, collapse Europe, collapse Russia, collapse everything, and create this empire of chaos with this one bastion of control in the middle, which will be Greater Israel.
Let me tell you about the flight of the Khazar warriors out of northern Turkey in 500 AD. They were a despicable bunch. You could go to the king of the Khazars and rent an army from him, an army of 40 or 50,000 men. But it didn't matter what kind of a deal you struck with their monarch. He wasn't called a king, he was called Shagan. Once the battle was done, they rape and pillage. Doesn't matter what kind of agreement you had with the king. That's the way it ended up. And so as a consequence, people in the area garnered.
Listen, I want to get right to it because, I appreciate you guys coming on. Oh, it's 37. And I don't want you, not bore you. I want to get right to it. Yeah, right here. And let's go right here. Okay. You put that, I'm showing you in a nutshell. Put away that 6 million thing out of your head. Label it as a lie. They've been saying it way before Hitler, like 20 years before that. It's all documented, but they know you won't find it. But here at Hebron Island too, I'm going to find it.
And the intent to make money was to not just put themselves for the head, but to hold others back.
He has 10 newspapers where these Jews are pushing us 6 million figure between the years of 1915 and 1938. The first newspaper is The Sun of New York. New York, June the 6th, 1915. That is The Sun. It's the first page of the 5th section that I want. And there we go. The Sun, it's a bit ripped along there, so it'll come off a bit. The 5th section is the front page. And the article is called Horrors Worse in Kishinev, Charged Against Russia Today. And there's a big article, takes up most of the page. So go in, yeah, go. Since the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, the Jewish people have had no darker page in their history than that which the Russian government is writing today. 6 million Jews, one half of the Jewish people throughout the world, are being persecuted, hounded, humiliated, tortured, starved. Thousands of them have been slaughtered. Hundreds of thousands of Jews, old men, women and children, are being driven mercilessly from town to town. There it is, people. 6 million Jews. One half of the Jewish people throughout the world are being persecuted, hounded, humiliated, tortured, and starved. As I go along here, it's brought here as well. Dear brethren, have mercy on the 6 million Jews in Russia and take our part. So again, 6 million Jews in Russia. 6 million. This is in an article entitled Farmers Worse in Kishinev Charged Against Russia Today. That's in the Sun of New York, Sunday, June the 6th, 1915. This is 18 years before Hitler ever set foot in the government. 18 years. This is the next newspaper. It's the New York Times again. It's from 1918. There it is, the New York Times, October 1918. It's page 12 that I want. There we go, page 12. Page 12, the New York Times, October 18th, 1918. And the article is called $1 billion Fund to Rebuild Jewry. There it is. 6 million souls will need help to resume normal life when war is ended. 6 million souls. As I go down the article here, there's again, 6 million Jews need help. 6 million. 6 million Jews need help. That's in an article called $1 billion Fund to Rebuild Jewry. That is in the New York Times, October the 18th, 1918. Here's the next newspaper. This is the New York Times again. The New York Times, September the 8th, 1919. It's page 6 that I want. There we go. 6. Page 6. The New York Times, September the 8th, 1919. And the article is called Ukrainian Jews Aim to Stop Pogroms. The mass meeting here is that 127,000 Jews have been killed and 6 million are in peril. 6 million. As I go down the article, there it is. We come out now before the world with a determined slogan: those pogroms must stop, said the President in his annual message. There's only a question of holding these facts continually before the civilized world. We must not permit the world to slumber. This fact that the population of 6 million souls in Ukraine and in Poland have received notice through action and by word that they're going to be completely exterminated. You literally cannot make this up. 6 million souls completely exterminated. 6 million. There's an article called Ukrainian Jews Aim to Stop Pogroms in the New York Times, September the 8th, 1919. It's 13 and a half years before Hitler come to power. This is the next newspaper. This is the New York Times again. The New York Times, the date, November the 12th, 1919. It's page 7 that I want on here. There you go. Page 7 in the New York Times, November the 12th, 1919. The article is called Tells Sad Plight of Jews. Felix M. Warburg says they were the worst sufferers in the war. There it is here. The successive blows of contending armies have all but broken the back of the European Jewry, he said, and have reduced to tragically unbelievable poverty, starvation, and disease about 6 million souls, or half the Jewish population of the earth. 6 million. 6 million souls, or half the Jewish population of the earth. I'll go further down the article so you can read the rest of it. There is again, people, unbelievable poverty, starvation, and disease. About 6 million souls, or half the Jewish population of the earth. An article entitled, Tell Sad Plight of Jews, in the New York Times, November the 12th, 1919.
Has a woman ever lied to you? Played games with you, burned you, cheated on you, ghosted on you?
This is the next newspaper. It's the Atlanta Constitution from 1920. February 23rd, 1920. The article's on the front page here. It's called $50,000 raised in city to save suffering Jews. And it goes along the bottom. Continued on page 3, column 4. So I'll go to page 3. I'll go. Constitution, Atlanta, February 23rd, 1920. There it is. $50,000 raised to save suffering Jews. Continued from first page. I'll go down. He called upon the Atlanta Jews to arise to the occasion and to contribute to the emergency fund in order that the lives of 6 millions of Jewish people may be saved. 6 millions of Jewish people may be saved. I'll go further down. Rabbi Mark speaks. Rabbi Marx made an eloquent plea for generous responses to the call of the representatives of the Jewish Relief Fund. He drew a graphic picture of the starvation and suffering of the 6 million Jews who live in Eastern Europe and Palestine. 6 million Jews. Thousands upon thousands of our people have died of starvation and pestilence, and thousands more will die, he said. And there it is, people. 6 million Jews. In an article entitled $50,000 raised to save suffering Jews in the Constitution of Atlanta, February 23rd, 1920. This is the next newspaper. This is the New York Times. This is from 1920. There we go. The New York Times. The date, Friday, May the 7th, 1920. It's page 11 that I want. There we go. Page 11. Page 11. The article is called "A Jewish War Aide Gets $100,000 Gift." There it is. The fund for Jewish war sufferers in Central and Eastern Europe, where 6 millions face horrifying conditions of famine, disease, and death, was enriched yesterday by a contribution of $100,000 from Nathan Strauss. Where 6 millions face horrifying conditions of famine, disease, and death. 6 millions face horrifying conditions of famine, disease, and death. I'll just go down the rest of the article if anybody wants to read it. There's an article called "The Jewish War Aide Gets $100,000 Gift" in the New York Times, Friday, May the 7th, 1920. Here's the New York Times again. This is 1921. There you go. New York Times, Wednesday, July the 20th, 1921. It's page 2 that I want. There we go. Page 2. Page 2. New York Times, July 20th, 1921. And the article is called "Begs America Save 6 Million in Russia. Massacre threatens all Jews as Soviet power wanes," declares Kreinin, coming here for aid. Look at that. Russia's 6 million Jews are facing extermination by massacre. Famine is spreading, the counter-revolutionary movement is gaining, and the Soviets' control is waning. Now, this is one of the biggest articles I loved. This is 1921, 12 years before Adolf Hitler ever set foot in the government. Look at that. Russia's 6 million Jews are facing extermination by massacre. That's an article entitled "Begs America Save 6 Million in Russia" on page 2 in the New York Times, Wednesday, July 20th, 1921.
La capital tiene que saber esto. Este lunes te lo cuento.
This is the Gazette of Montreal. This is 1931. The Gazette, Montreal, Tuesday, December the 29th, 1931. This is over a year before Hitler came to power. The Gazette, it's page 6 that I want. There we go. Page 6. Page 6. The Gazette, Montreal, December the 29th, 1931. And the article pretty much speaks up for itself. 6 million Jews face starvation. 6 million. Bad conditions in southeastern Europe reported by Rabbi Wise. Fears crisis at hand. 6 million Jews in Eastern Europe face starvation, and even worse, during the coming winter. 6 million Jews. I'll give you a look at the rest of the article. The article is called 6 million Jews face starvation. The Gazette of Montreal, December the 29th, 1931. 1.5 years before Adolf Hitler ever set foot in the government. This is the next newspaper. This is the New York Times again. There we go. New York Times. But this is dated 1936. Sunday, May the 31st, 1936. This does not say the 6 million Jews, but it does say Holocaust. New York Times. It's page 14 that I want. There we go. Page 14. The New York Times, May the 31st, 1936. And the article is called Americans Appeal for Jewish Refuge. It's quite a big article. Puts along here. Yeah. The petition expressed the opinion of enlightened Christian leadership in the United States favoring a larger Jewish immigration into Palestine, stressed the intolerable sufferings of the millions of Jews in the European Holocaust. The European Holocaust in 1936, before the Second World War even started. They go up here. And there it is again. Great Britain has it in her power to throw open the gates of Palestine and let in the victimized and persecuted Jews escaping from the European Holocaust. The European Holocaust in 1936, 3.5 years before the Second World War ever even started. That's in an article entitled Americans Appeal for Jewish Refuge, the New York Times, May the 31st, 1936. Here's the next newspaper. This is the New York Times again. New York Times. This is dated February 23rd, 1938. This is before the Second World War started. About a year and a half. The New York Times. It's page 23 that I want. There you go. Page 23. The New York Times, February 23rd, 1938. And the article is called Jewish Teachers Chided by Isaacs. I'll go along the bottom. And it's a Jewish tragedy pictured. A depressing picture of 6 million Jews in Central Europe deprived of protection or economical opportunities, slowly dying of starvation, all hope gone, was presented to the teachers by Jacob Tarshish. The Jewish tragedy started when Hitler came into power in 1933. There it is again, people. 6 million Jews in Central Europe, slowly dying of starvation. 6 million. This is 1938. Jewish teachers chided by Isaacs. New York Times, February 23rd, 1938, a year and a half before the Second World War even started.
I think I closed the case. Hebrew on Island 2 got everything from A to Z for you Hebrew, Torah, Tanakh Israelites to stand against anybody that comes against you. Of course, you're not going to be popular. I'm not popular, as you can see by my subscription count, subscriber count. Excuse me, but you're not going to be popular either. Talking the things that come from this Hebrew on the Island 2 channel. But it's just the truth. And see, you know what the problem is? Say you could have watched that somewhere else. It's not all over the place, I could tell you that much. But you're watching, you just keep your mouth shut, whatever. You know what I did? I was tired. I took my time, put my shirt back on, and came on here late. And you guys, I applaud you for you coming on. The Most High is revealing to us in the world that they are not the people and that you are. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you. And it's just not knowing who you are. You must do something when you do find out. And this is what this channel is about too, helping people find out who they are and who are not, which, you know, those Jews are not. Don't be afraid. Don't listen to those Mexicans. No, we're the Jews. No, they are the Jews. They're coming out of the basement like rats and stuff. No, we're not them. They don't believe, and they don't keep the law. They follow oral traditions from the Talmud and the Mishnah and the Gemara. They're not us. They don't serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They don't worship and revere him. They worship a Baphomet, like a duality, titties, penises, all combined. They do that. You don't know it, but I know it. I know it here. So anyway, listen. Hopefully this was edifying to you. Anybody talking about 6 million? I don't want to hear no 6 million shits. You just saw it for yourself. They've been doing this for years. I tell you, once a liar, always a liar. And that is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Hopefully this was edifying to you. Let me just say, I know you guys didn't say too much. You just was watching. Danny Armstead, Todd Vex, son of Yah, Todd Vex, JD Israel, Todd Vex. Don't start without me. Okay. Look up into the hills, Todd Vex. Let's get the Babylon clown show started. Let's get the Babylon, okay. Nazi case closed, right? Fair use. Thank you for putting it up. In Ezekiel 38, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. Correct. It was chapter 11. I said, I wasn't sure. I will go up to the unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars or gates. You know that's not Israel. That fake Israel over there, those imposters, but they're not really the imposters because they are the Jews. We are the ancient Hebrew Israelites. But they don't fulfill none of the prophecies. And none of you guys won't, not you guys, none of you, like those messianics, they be battling them and stuff. They'll never bring Ezekiel 38 up, Ezekiel 11 up to them. They won't, because they're bought and paid by them. They're opposition. Because they know that we're waking up, so they say, we still got to make the Most High mad with them. We're that devil in Job 34, the devil's elves, that they work for the devil. And you know, in Job 1, the devil's going to and fro, trying to jam people up. So they're trying to jam our people up with the Most High, making them go after thinking that there's a JC following the New Testament and stuff like that. It's craziness. They don't fulfill none of the prophecies. But you guys don't. I'm not talking about you guys on this live chat. You guys don't say that. You don't bring up what I brought up in Ezekiel and what J.D. Israel brought up in Ezekiel chapter 38. You ain't gonna bring that up. You're not gonna bring it up. You're not gonna bring up Ezekiel. I think it's 11. You're not gonna bring that up. You're not gonna bring it up. So, Tavex, listen, it's great having you, Zar. This is New Year's from Israel. He on the island too. Until next time. I don't know when next time is going to be, but whenever next time is, praise the Most High, it'll be next time. Hopefully this was edifying.